we're at the very beginning of one institution that's getting the scanner, getting typically the workflow solution. Most people are choosing Sectra at this point. And then the third stage will be layering on the AI options. I have a private lab in Dubai, and we are doing a validation study because we also do market entry for companies. So we're doing a validation study for AI pap smears.
I see. Okay, so inside of Dubai, how many, just can you give me a rough idea? Like, let's say, how many percentage of the hospital are doing the practice, partially or all, in digital pathology?
In United Arab Emirates, there's some sites, but very few are doing scanning to a significant extent. Probably the larger practice, and even the largest practice, we're talking not big volumes because we're just in the early phases of transformation and consolidation. So to achieve even 15,000 in a single location is probably the highest volume. We have some multi-site hospitals that are looking at digital solutions. So that's probably one of the early adopters. And the most frequent used case for digital is remote second opinion. So we have a UAE site for Cleveland Clinic. At one time, we had one for Mayo Clinic, and many of the consultations are now done through a digital platform rather than sending glass. So that's probably the primary current use case in the Middle East.
I see, understand. Well, but that's for the consultation panel, the field, that's quite advanced. Okay, understood. All right, thank you very much. Is there any other people who just joined newly today? Would you like you to introduce yourself? If there is nobody else, then that will just, okay, yes, Dr. Han? Yeah.
Oh, if I can also add, I do work with some low resource areas. So one of my interests is to somehow leverage the ability to decrease the cost once some of the initial platforms are set up. So there's some South Asian countries with which I work with through International Gynae Society. So we have a pathology and gynae-onc mentorship program and training program. So I'm hoping to see that deployed in parts of Africa as well as places like Nepal and other places in which IGCS is supporting. So that's one of my interests as well.
Excellent, excellent. Understood. That's a very important information that we have to probably include those remote places which doesn't have their own budget to cover, but of course still they could have a benefit by the digital pathology in this way, the remote diagnosis or consultations. And maybe we also have to consider those people into a membership and in the future and. To discuss and how to really change these issues in the future. And that's a very important topic. Thank you so much. And is there any other people? Then that, okay, yeah. Then,
let me just add a few words. Yeah, sorry for tuning in late and happy to see so many familiar faces. Thank you for joining, guys. Happy to see Lou. So I consider Ziyan, she's excellent on social media in China in pathology domain. So I actually invited her. She's doing digital pathology, and we are doing digital pathology for research with her in Asian Thyroid Group for about 10 years, I would say, more than 10 years. But I consider her as a great opportunity for us to have a reach out in China, using WeChat and social media. So probably we will communicate later on having her input into the media committee, and we can communicate that in person. And I think, June, if you were able to explain so far that like you are asking people around, oh, is it someone else new here? Just raise your hand. So we actually limited number of invited people, not to be this call very much overwhelming. And we probably in the future will do some kind of experiment of dividing this membership committee call in 2 tracks. One track is really to report about the progress of society. We can probably do that on a monthly basis. I think it's fair if you're a member, if you're getting some benefits of being a member of society, it is a motivation for us to moving forward and to report you on a weekly, sorry, on a weekly is too much, on a monthly basis what is going on. But we also want to have a second track, like for a limited number of people. And probably today is a kind of hybrid mode because we just kind of divide this idea. When we have more opportunity to chat face to face and to find what is a good, place for you in society, being not just a member, but being a representative in your region, maybe participating in some research project, maybe starting something. So this is the way we try to function this committee in the near future. Thank you, June. Over to you.
Okay, yeah. So we discussed yesterday that we're having those enrollment part, and also the more like discussing, the deeply about the membership. And okay, so we will move on to those. And the next one is to discuss about one of the update and also some of the topics, inside this membership committee. So first of all, I want to give you some recent update from the ASTP. Emmanuel, do you have something to inform people that what's going to be the update of the society these days?
Yes. So we've been working on the registration procedure for the website because maybe as you know, it's not ready yet, and we're pretty much near the end of the whole process, and we're hoping to have it rolled out either by the end of this week or early next week. So starting from, let's say, next week, you will be able to become official members of ASTP.
Okay, yeah. So once it is done, the board member will just start registration, and we confirm that everything is okay. Then it's going to be more publicized. It's going to be publicized, and we will inform you that it's on the website, and so please register to the society afterward. And it most likely it's going to be later next week.
June, I want to ask if someone of us is actually joining from PC and able to share a screen, so we can probably show the website of the society.
That's the idea, actually. So yeah, I'll just show you window here. Okay, do you see my window now?
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah, already found it.
The website, which is not 100% completed. There's some issues to be fixed, but basically this is the website. Of course, to become member, if you hit this, there is the information, but you cannot go for the next page. So right now we are working on this page, and it's going to be coming up very soon. Basically, we have those, the 4 different slots, and for you to choose. And please encourage, people like, let's say, technicians, and also those in training young people. They are the power important source of our society. So please, encourage those people if you know somebody around, and or also individual members as well, and then to increase the number of the members. So then if we go back, we have other things. So here we would have those on-site event, which is also having showing the information about the deadline of abstract submission, and notification of abstract acceptance, and those date of the RE board registration. So for that, and also you could see those faces that they could take this year's the presentation as a guest speaker. And as you can see, we have quite a top stars, superstars from the Europe, from America, from Asia, so many different places.
Oh, we have already 4 keynotes announced on the website. Very good.
Okay.
Very good.
Yep.
So we have Anil Parvani, we have Tom Fuchs, who is very famous in his 2 roles. One is as the owner of PageAI. Well, let's say one of the leadership position, and PageAI is one of the top 3 AI companies in the world. And more recently we added Faisal Mahmood from Harvard. So this year his team making increasable successful publications, several in Nature Medicine. The recent one in Nature, every month is coming something, so it's unbelievable. Very much looking forward to seeing his face-to-face in Seoul meeting.
Okay. All right. The one of the issue is the submit abstract. You need to register first. So you have to go to the registration, and it's most likely it's from the overseas. If you're from Korea, of course, the Korean. But this at this moment for this the registration, you cannot register as a member. So this is one of the things we have to work on next week.
Well, June, I think this is not a problem because you no need to be a member to submit your abstract.
Okay, but you have to register, right? You have to.
For registration, we have no problems. I think we tested from different locations. It works mostly.
Which one? But how to do it?
Registration of the, well, so you're on the website of the ASDP 2024, correct?
Yeah.
We have 2 websites.
Sure.
So to submit the abstract, you need to just sign up on the website. Otherwise, you cannot track the progress of your abstract.
This one, sign up. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So for this one, I actually did it, but for ID, don't know why they don't take my email address. So there's something. Yeah.
How long time ago that was?
It was 5 minutes ago.
Okay. Interesting.
It is. So that seems like we need to work on this one. Obviously I couldn't sign up to this page, and please try. But I believe.
Wait a second. Do we have Chris on the call? Chris, maybe you can comment because you could do that successfully, as far as I remember.
Yeah. Hello. I think there is no problem for the registration to the SDP 2024 website, so you can go ahead with that. So just before submitting your abstract, you first need to register to the SDP 2024 website, which is different from the registration to the SDP.ai website to be a member of the society. So when you are registering to the SDP 2024, it just to submit abstract. So you do not need to be a member of the society to do that. So you can go ahead with the registration to the SDP 2024 website. I think there should be no problem about that.
This one, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
this one. Yeah. Yeah, I just keep having an error and saying that your ID is wrong. So that's I don't know why. I did the university email and all the other emails, but they say the please check ID. Probably this is, yeah.
Yeah, I think we just blacklisted you.
Oh, okay. So my university name also blacklisted.
No, you personally
Okay.
blacklisted.
Understood. Okay. So maybe it may be only me. So please check it if this is not for you. I hope that's the case. Okay.
How about clicking on the button next to ID? See if that works. After you put it in, see ID check. Yeah. What did it say?
What does it mean? I have no idea. This is available.
Well, it means that no one else registered, because I actually just did it during this call, so it worked for me with my email.
So
Maybe
I
it's
already
just you
have
that
something
has
already-
problems.
Maybe I have already registered. Is that a case?
I don't know.
Okay, understood. Okay. Yeah.
I think we no need to confuse
Yeah,
people
sure,
because it works for most.
Okay.
We definitely encourage everyone, especially
Yeah.
guys, if you come with, sorry, I forgot about camera. If you come with certain role, like a speaker, still we asking you to submit something different, maybe to bring your juniors, especially for those people who are located not far from Seoul. If you're located far, that's gonna be very exciting destination for you, because it's, well, that's a very big city and very famous city. There are many activities over there going on, including ASDP 2024. I think we are preparing actually the information mail, and we'll send it separately to everyone who is on the list of this membership committee and even broader. We will send it out. So I would like to draw your attention that deadline is July 31st.
Yeah.
For submission. This could be oral presentation or poster presentation, depending on the ranking, as usually, right? So we have quite a time, more than 1 month, and I think maybe in 10 days we will send out reminder email to everyone. So we will check again that Dr. Fukuoka is not trapped from his PC.
Okay, all right.
That it works with everyone. And yeah, we are definitely welcoming to submitting the abstract. It's very critical for us, for sure, to make this first. This is inaugural meeting for us. This is the first Congress.
Right.
It's why we invested our time to having this communication with you almost face to face. So we need to be very much successful from the very beginning. To people be excited about joining the society, having certain benefits, having this communication which we have at the moment. It could be serious at times when we're asking how is digital pathology in your country. It could be funny sometimes. It's okay. So everything is going to be balanced. So yeah, this is takeaway. We think about maybe preparing some abstract to submit for the conference.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So please encourage people to submit an abstract. And okay. So is there other things to update? It's probably you start noticing it that we have quite a few SNS. Upload coming from the media committee, and Ilkner is the chair leading those SNS activities. If you can share some of the strategy behind those SNS upload, and if you ask some people here to cooperate in which way, please tell us how to do.
Hello, everyone. We are co-chairing with Chris, the media committee. The starting weeks, we post more than one post, but from now on, weekly posting is planned for the future weeks. And we are trying to promote the Congress, as well as yesterday, I think we hit 450 followers in LinkedIn. So we will be happy if you can share our official ASDP accounts around you in your institutions. We will be happy. And interaction in LinkedIn is also appreciated. If you can help us to well known, we will be happy. Chris, do you want to add more?
Yeah, so just not just LinkedIn, but we are also present in Facebook and Instagram and X as well. So you are more than welcome to join us and follow us and share our contents as well. Thank you.
Great. Yes. Thank you so much. Now I think that these SNS in the also website are going very successful. I
John,
want
can
to.
I add something? Maybe this crowded community can be shared also. We can share, and at the end we can have a photo all together.
Okay, that'll be great. That's a great idea. Yeah, let's do that. At the end
We
of
are
this.
growing. We can say that we are growing with honor.
That's true. Yeah, last week I was at the New York for the preliminary meeting, but almost everybody knew about this and say, the congratulate and say that those words of congratulation to me. It was quite an impressive level. Everybody do know about our society, so it's quite exciting, and they're watching us. So yeah, as Andre said, we need to be successful for the first time meeting. So please, block the date and decide to, buy the ticket to the flight ticket, and let us know that, let's say which day you're coming, and maybe we can, have, several discussion and also, interactive, some of the activities together. So we are not, planned about those, those event activities outside of the annual meeting yet. But that this is a good opportunity that people will meet face to face, and I think that we probably should have meet in somewhere more, in more closely as a group, and then. Let's probably have a time and place to discuss. So we will talk about this more detail in the program committee. But so please plan to join to the on-site meeting and celebrate the success together. Okay, is there anything that the information you want to share from the program committee, Dr. Chan? If there's anything, anything. You're welcome to unmute and say a word to people.
Hello.
Thank you.
Yeah, I am chair of the local organizing committee. So all program has been prepared. So we every day update the website. So detailed information has been released on the website. So and also we are asking you to submit your abstract to increase our and promote our events. And also we are preparing a complimentary dinner during the Congress. So if you have any idea or suggestion, please call me or send me the text or email, so we can incorporate your idea to promote our events. And also I can see some familiar name from Korean people, so they are actively engaged in the local organizing committee. So I already thank you.
Can you, I don't know, which email that, when people want to access you, is that like, let's say, office ASDP or your personal email? I don't know. What's the best way to reach you?
Yeah, well, both are available. So you can, if you want to use the official emails, you can see the information on the website. We use the two official emails, but we should use the email account office at the sdp2024.org. So the details information are available on the website. And also you can reach out to me using my personal emails. Yeah.
Okay. Can you show us the top page of the Congress, the page? Is it, yeah, I just want to make clear that, everybody has they know about the page of the
you mean the one which you could not register your account, right?
Okay, that's okay.
There might be no problem.
Yeah, it's probably problem is only for me, but the
Yes.
address, I don't know if everybody knows those pages. So it's a link that are coming from the asdp.ai, right? For the top tab. If we hit that, it just directly bring us to.
Yeah, John, if you don't mind to share again your screen, you can just show how you want this way.
Okay. Because yeah, I am not, the very,
digital,
this one
right?
is page ASCP.ai, right? Okay.
Yeah, if you
And-
click on this banner, you will go to event.
Right.
For
So this
sure.
one, yeah, this one is an event page.
Right.
Okay.
And I think you browse through, you can show that there's a deadline on the main page. I think we have a very fancy banner, very fancy poster. I'm not sure, Dr. Chan, can you promise that we will have a full moon on that day?
This one?
We
I don't
need to double check. So, yeah,
we
June,
need to
maybe
check out
what,
the lunar calendar.
what I ask you to show to people that there is a page for the program and you can see the breakdown of different sessions. Yeah,
Oh.
you will try again on this page with the registration.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Yeah. So this one is the program breakdown.
I think this probably program at glance, or
Right.
very soon we will provide detailed program with all the sessions and all the speakers. As Dr. Chan, well, as June mentioned as well, we have all the names confirmed at the moment. And I think things are going pretty well. We will add more faces here. Oh, wow, it's even more than before. And of course, we will use all those visuals for promotion on social media. So
Okay.
you will get your information as usually, whether you use Twitter or you use LinkedIn or whatever. Very soon, WeChat, I hope. Jian, I want to ask you, maybe it's a little bit out of scope of this talk. If you are still with us, Jian.
Yeah, I'm here with you.
So if do you think it's a good idea, like, because our media committee team, we are preparing, all the materials for the social media, including visuals and including some short accompanying text. So if we ask you to repost this, to post this as it is in WeChat, but it's going to be, so do you recommend it still requires translation to Chinese, or people can catch the information from English language?
Yeah, it's possible for me to recommend this web from my WeChat. It's possible.
Perfect. But the question is, like, do you need to translate to Chinese or English is fine?
English is fun. I can have some introduction in Chinese.
Excellent.
Is that all right?
Excellent. So I will definitely engage you in this activity. We will keep in touch with you on that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the help. All right. So this is done. And next thing we want to talk about is about the recent, newly creating two committees, scientific committee and educational committee. We already decided the leaders of those two committees, and we will start these committees soon. Andre, if you have any information and that.
Yeah, I can very briefly comment about that because it was just like a very fresh development. So these are definitely two activities which are a part of our identity as an academic society. So we need to do, and we have the great opportunity. Look at people at this call. They're starting from very west of Asia, Ilknur. I don't know how much time is at your end right now. Maybe just early afternoon. And in Japan, it's already 6:30. So we are encompassing broad region and many countries. And even I see there are people from Europe joining. Norman is with us, I believe. He's a part of our board of Asian Society of Digital Pathology. So definitely with this number of countries which we have, and with Asia is a bustling region among the in entire world, it's the largest one. So it's a great opportunity for us to do some research on different levels, starting from simple surveys, doing some multi-institutional studies, maybe ultimately we can summarize experience, how AI is adopted here or there. We can test different solutions, different algorithms. Like Aaron mentioned that like he's testing something in Dubai. We can upscale that on the international level. So there are great opportunities to do research. That's why we decided that one of our essential committees, which we are missing at the moment, is a scientific committee, or let's say a research committee. We will figure out. So we try to convince several people to lead that, because with a board which is currently involved in many tracks in different activities, we want to do research for sure. This is at the bottom of our heart, but we have no capacity to lead everything. So we try to communicate with people who are frequently joining this membership committee calls as well, try to convince them to take that responsibility, of course, with our help. This is one track, it's about research. Another track, and you know what, I think we run several times a survey among those who are joining these membership committee calls, and we ask people like, do you want to join some committee in the future? And many people said, yes, we want to do research. We want to participate in scientific committee. And definitely we need many people to work in that, but we just need to have a good, a roadmap, what we need to do. Because with research committee, this is my personal understanding or misunderstanding. We cannot achieve, to make a publication immediately. It takes months, right? And you need to coordinate people, you need to synchronize, you need to homogenize. I have a lot of good and bad experience with that. But another story which we can do immediately, straight away, is educational activities. Our first webinar was very successful in terms of the numbers of attendees, in terms of reception. And many people, they send us a feedback because we run the post-webinar survey. They said, oh, we want this topic, we want this speaker, we want this to be like that, we want this time. So we have a lot of opportunities to do that, especially with that, excellent lineup of faculty and connections which we have at the moment. We can have invited speakers from Harvard, from Europe, of course, from across the Asia. So this is definitely what we need to start as soon as possible and to keep our audience excited and to stay with us. So that was a huge motivation behind the educational committee. So I think we will announce very soon the launch of these two committees, and we will ask you to be a part of some activities for this committee. We will invite you to give a talk. We will invite you to promote. So at this moment, it's just on the development stage. So we really need to have a good strategy, how to make people involved, how not to overwhelm. It will be shaped out in a couple of weeks. And after that, we will invite the chairs or co-chair. We usually prefer the structure of the co-chair, like it's more democratic, right? And people could be busy on different tracks, then the co-chair may take over that. So we will definitely invite you to participate. And first, we will invite the chairs of those committees to present their activities and maybe to enroll members. So that was a brief introduction at the moment. And those committees, I would say they are newborn, just one day. Actually, our society, I try to kind of celebrate that we are 6 months old, but we are just 5 months old for the Asian Society of Digital Pathology. And we are doing pretty well. All right, okay. Over to you, John.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Yes. So please, the join to those, two committees, and those two committees are actually the part of the activities, and one of the main part of the activities of this society for sure, because we have an on-site meeting, but then at the same time, the webinar is very important. Maybe we can start, like, let's say 1 or 2 times in a year webinar, but if we have more power, if we have more people, then we can design more. So that's really up to how active, how the energetic those media committee, educational committee will design. And also for the scientific committee, not only for those, the publication and those, the research project. I think that one of the important, issue is about the data repository. So I think that, like, let's say one of the successful data repository inside Asia is one created inside Korea. And I think that this one is quite successful and will start be acknowledged in the Europe and America. So, but I think that, like, let's say in America we see TCGA, and also there are several different big database that all the world is using. And in Europe, there are also big, and the big picture, and also Path Lake. Those, the project are going on. But inside Asia, the Asian population is very important because we have a diverse, and we don't fit very well to the simple just application of the Western style medicine, because our genes are different, or the disease are different. So we probably need to have our own those data set repository, and which would be one of the big topics in the future of the scientific committee. So think about it, how we design those, society would really decide about the success of the society, and it's a very, very important core topics of the core activities of this, other society. So please, I would encourage everybody to join to this committee, and so please send email to the office at markastp.ai to telling that what do you want to do for these committees. And do not just limit to the scientific, please, there's include both. And we would like the more people to because those two activities are very, very important, and higher number of the people are needed for the good design. And also we need to invite a lot of people, expert and attendees. So we need to design those things very well. Okay. Any comments or any question, any opinions, from this reader? I know that all of them are very much, advanced in this field, and I really want to hear the voice from the attendee. Yeah. Anybody, please raise your hands, and okay, you can just immediately unmute your the mic and say something, in the comments, because. Like, let's say for the data repository, because this is so new topics that I brought up now, and people say what kind of the surprise. But then I think this is a very important source to make our movement success. The successful. This is a very core the pivotal the part of the activities. Do you have any comment? Because the Dr. Chan, because you are the one of the person who really succeeded into the creation of those database in Korea, and if you have any advice or some comments for us, how to do, or just
if I have a very primitive idea about managing our database. So because as you know, in Korea, I just created our database platform for managing the digital pathology data and clinical pathology data. So my primary idea is to extend our experience to our Asian countries to make an Asian database, including all types of cancers and clinical informations. But technically, there might be some problem, but I like to use our platform for the purposes. Hopefully, in the near future, I may suggest my project idea and want to include all of you. So, but I have no detailed project idea, but it's just that's my thought.
Okay, thank you so much. So, yeah, it is one of the choice option that maybe we can use the Korean platform to expand our project. That's one of the options. But yeah, we would maybe discuss it's in a scientific committee, and in an intense way. But I think this is one of the topics that we feel one of the the successful process.
Okay.
Okay. So if there's anything, any comment, any questions coming from the people, maybe we would move on another topics. The second topics I want to bring up is about the advisory board. We are right now we have the 9 the board member at this moment for the SDP. We may, of course, expand the member, increase the member in the future, but we fix at this moment the number of this board member and to 9. But we would like to invite some of the advisory board, which what is who is the person who fit very well to the advisory board is probably a very well-known senior person. Very big name, but who is too busy to work, intensely like we do every week, like a couple of hours or more than a couple of hours every day week is probably too tedious for those, the people, I guess. So, but those, big names who has the broad knowledge about the digital pathology and AI, and who can give us the good advice, are the candidate of the advisory board. And I would like you to bring us indicate the name of those person who we can approach and then ask about those advisory board as a possibility. So Andre, if you have something to add on, just add something, your thought and what we discussed at our working group meeting to those people.
Well, it's a good topic, but probably is to, you see, we are still setting up some missing committees. We are not at that advanced stage to really focus on advisory board. Of course, we have candidates for those positions. And June mentioned very clearly the qualifications. There should be, we definitely need their faces in addition to their expertise. A good example, which we had communication already, is Professor Poi Hun Tan, right, from Singapore,
right,
who started digital pathology long ago and a pioneer of digital pathology. And she's also very well known of her breast expertise and research, and I would say worldwide known. And she also has a high position in different international academic societies. And the most important, she's based in Asia. And I think we should specify that we specifically, of course, it's not the inclusion-exclusion criteria, but since our identity is Asian society, it would make sense to particularly deal with people, predominantly with people who are either based in Asia or who have roots in Asia. And there are a lot of excellent researchers across Europe and North America with the Asian background, right? We have like Nasir Rajput in UK. We have those many groups in North America, in Harvard, in Ohio, even in Pittsburgh now, there are several Asian people. So maybe at some point, I think for this kind of communication, we may probably continue having or maintaining the survey, which we distribute sometimes to the membership committee people, like to, let's say, to all of you who join this call. And in that survey, we may just ask you, like, do you want to lead some project? Do you think something is missing? Can you recommend someone as a good name for consider it to be advisory board member? I think this could be a way to communicate with our people.
Okay, all right, thank you. Yes, but if you have somebody who is very good candidate for this, and you could of course inform us as well. All right. The other thing is about of course the membership committee. We need to increase the members, and as we informed in the very first beginning of this meeting, that we are almost ready to the receiving membership. I think it's going to be our next week, I believe so. And then that we would ask you to help us, support us to expand this information to your to your society and your friends, and also the vendor as well. And for that, I am not sure we have anything like, let's say, documentation to show, like as a flyer or information PDF. But the good thing is probably at this moment is a website that we can probably show the website to the people.
I think, June,
yeah.
sorry for interrupting. And once again, I will ask you to share your screen. It's a very good idea, like you said. We need to clearly communicate to people what are the benefits of being a member of the society.
Right.
So is it possible to share your screen and to show the page of the membership registration where we try to list the benefits of being the member? And maybe we can read it out loud. Chris, you can probably guide June where to find it. Oh no, you're on the page of the webinar.
Please click to the plus button, which is right on the membership.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you can probably discuss with people here on call, like how does it sound? Because this is the way we try to convince. But Chris, you see, finally we even cannot find it. This is the most important part of this page, particularly. Not asking people to pay money, but first to explain what are the benefits, right? Maybe we need to increase font, maybe we need to make it fancy. But I will ask you, June, to go through the list with people on this call and to figure out, like, does it sound reasonable? Is it like maybe something like not listed here? Maybe people want to add something.
We want more, right? Something like, let's say, webinars. Well, of course, we don't have those in educational committee yet. And of course, scientific committee yet, but especially for those educational the material, well, we want member to freely use it, freely access. So I think those are not decided, but I think better to be listed.
Well, I think I think there was a clear decision that we understand that given that Asia is huge and many countries they cannot simply afford traveling. Like you said, people, oh guys, it's time for you to buy tickets. But when people check how much you need to pay to fly from Middle East to Seoul or from Southeast Asia, but yeah, we still have 3 months. You can start traveling by train. It's still okay. It's cheaper. But I mean, like we understand this kind of limitations which we have. So the idea behind that, we will ask all the speakers, we will not be able to do any hybrid mode or online part of the meeting because it's costs too much and it's very difficult logistics. And we can do this, let's say, we can probably try to do this year, but next year when we change the location for our annual Congress, and I believe that many of you know that we already decided it's going to be in Mumbai, in India. So we cannot reproduce exactly the same model. So we decided not to take this headache over, but we will ask all the speakers to provide handouts of their talks. So all the members who are not able to physically present during the meeting, they will have immediate access to all the educational materials. And for me, actually, to have handouts, it's even better for me than to go to the USCAP. That's how I benefit from getting the knowledge. So I think not many other societies do like that. It could be something special which we will try to implement. For the webinars, I think that's, of course, we are able to do recording, and we will provide recording to our members and also handouts probably. Yeah. So this is what we try to focus to treat our members.
Yeah. So handouts. I think that I also like the idea of the sharing the handouts. Because for looking at the video, how many people really look at the whole video? It's probably very, very few. Exactly. So I think just for the keynote, just for those limited lecture, we may do the recording, I guess. But then all the others handout is probably far better. Then they could learn a lot from those handouts. Yeah, so maybe we can also include that as a possibility. Who is dealing with it? Is that Chris? I think that Chris is probably responsible for this one. But how do you think, Chris? Can we just include that one, or do we need to discuss in some other places?
You mean to add on this list?
Yeah, those things. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we will. We can revise this list.
Sure.
Because
sure.
yeah, if I want to convince someone to be a member, I think the most obvious is the membership fee, which is annual membership fee you are paying.
Mhm.
And if you join in the meeting, it's already you get in benefit of them because you get in discount more than your membership fee.
Okay. Yeah.
But if you join in the meeting, but we need also to treat other people who are not able to join the meeting.
Right. So those ideas, I would like all of the attendee today to give us not not necessarily by now just if you come up with an idea, just send us your idea how to improve this one, and not only for this the membership the benefit. Also, if you look at those the website and what you come up with an idea. Then just let us know. I think that those are the very good, the support for us. Okay, there's somebody. Yeah. Okay. Who was that? Is it Sandra? Okay. Oh, you have to leave. Okay, fine. Okay, thank you for the support. Yeah, we are about to finish because it's already, the time to finish this meeting. But before, so don't forget to send those the emails, and I would ask everybody to send just 1 line or 2 lines, and also very important things. You are the coming to the on-site meeting or not? Please mention that in the email that you are coming or you cannot come this time. And if you're coming, are you presenting something? Are you submitting abstract? Please write in your email, and that would really give us some of the idea that who is coming, whom we can ask to ask the chair of the session chair, or those session chair for the poster, some of the oral session, those things. So please indicate that if you're coming, or if you can also submit an abstract, if you're taking hold the group with you, whatever. Yeah, just write an email to us. Okay, so before finish, we need all faces. I'm sorry, Andrew is gone, but we need all faces to take a picture. Irkuna is a nice photographer, and right? Okay. I need to stop this sharing here, so then that you could see more faces. So please open up your the camera and make a big smile. And okay.
1, 2, 3, smile.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Excellent.
I took one. No, I couldn't.
You couldn't?
One more.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
All right.
Yes. And an applause from Chilong. Thank you. Yes, I took one. If others also took, it will be good. Can we try one more?
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yes.
All right. And done. Right. Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming. And please do not forget to send the email to the office. Thank you so much for your support. And yeah, let's see more frequent on the scientific and also education committees. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Say goodbye.